For those in our community facing food insecurity, your generosity is a lifeline. Today we'll hear about the work being done to stand against hunger in Yuba and Sutter counties so that families won't have to choose between holiday joy and a warm meal. Today we're joined by Maria Ball, the executive director of the Yuba Sutter Food Bank, and Diane Jager, program coordinator for The Starting Place. Welcome to the both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Maria, I wanted to start off with you. Tell us what the Yuba Sutter Food Bank is all about.
So we are a small but mighty food bank, and we serve Yuba and Sutter counties. So we have about 12 employees in our 16,000 square foot warehouse, and we are serving about 25,000 people each month. We serve quite a few people. And being that we only have 12 employees, we definitely rely upon our partner agencies and partner pantries. And so I actually brought one of our partner pantries here with us today to talk about what she does and how we partner together to serve our community.
Yeah, so Diane, tell us about your organization, The Starting Place, and how it kind of connects with the work that this food bank is doing.
We wouldn't be able to do what we do if it weren't for the food bank. That's the reality of it. The costs would be prohibitive. So what we do, we have a number of different things that go on within our nonprofit, but two of them is we do a community meal on Wednesday nights, and we're handing out over 300 meals a week.
Wow.
It's all volunteers. There's no paid staff. We're cooking all day on Wednesday. And then on Friday mornings, we distribute food. And last week, it was close to 240 families, which is over 700 people received food on Friday morning.
Wow.
So when that all comes through the food bank.
Yeah, and there's such a high demand. So what would you say are some of the challenges both of you face?
Well, wouldn't you say we're always looking for, we rely heavily on volunteers.
Yes.
And we definitely rely on donations to make it happen, and just meeting the need is great. At our food distributions, the food bank does community food distributions as well, and it's increasing about 30% a month. We're seeing more and more people, so just meeting the needs of the food, and expenses are really high.
Yeah.
And volunteers for sure, right?
Yes, absolutely. We are 100% volunteers.
Yeah.
So without those people getting up at 5:30 in the morning, being there at 5:30 on Friday mornings, and dedicating 6-7 hours, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, it's the holidays right now, and I know that means it's a busier time. So kind of explain why that is, and what programs do you have for this special time?
So I would say that families, they're making tough decisions right now, right? So they're worrying about providing a holiday for their families. They're maybe worried about getting gifts for their children, and people are food insecure, meaning they're dealing with their everyday expenses, their rent, their utilities. How am I going to make the car payment? And so they're stretched so thin that the food bank is something that kind of meets that gap.
Yeah.
And I think during the holidays with all those other extra expenses,
Yeah.
it just ramps up like crazy. And I also think too that it's the giving time of year. And so we have a lot more donations during this time, and I think it's just kind of a culmination of both, and it's super busy, but it's very rewarding, and we're happy to serve. So.
Yeah. And you had, I know we only have a little bit of time, but I did want to ask you, you did have a very impactful story that I wanted you to get the chance to share, if you could share that, Diane.
All right.
Yeah.
I want people to understand that this is not an issue that is for those that are on the streets or that are homeless. This is an issue that every single family is facing in America today. This was a while ago that one morning a little boy came in, I'd say he's probably 9 years old, and from the community, and said that he had heard that we gave away food, that we had food. And he had pulled out some change out of his pocket, and he says, I can pay something if it's not too much. And we walked him around from table to table to let him pick out things, and he would just say, well, how much is that? How much is that? And I said, no, this is a gift. This is a gift for you. By the time we were through, he had filled up some bags, and he was so excited. But he said, I don't know how to get him home. But he lived close enough that I was able to walk him home. and his little sister answered the door, and he was so excited to say that he had food for them. That's the reason we do this.
Yeah.
9 years old.
Yeah. Well, we want to make sure we can get our viewers involved in joining in on this. Thank you both so much for joining us and for the
Thank
work
you.
that you do. It's really impactful, and we just hope we can continue to help make this happen. For more information and to donate to the food bank of your choice, you can visit abc10.com/standagainsthunger.